Yo, what's up? This is Phantom 310987. I'm just here to show you my Exodia deck. So far, this deck has won me a lot of duels. It's completely tournament legal as well. And basically, this deck runs for just drawing and stalling until you get all 5 pieces of Exodia in your hand. So let's start with the monsters. Of course, the monsters you have to have in this deck would be all 5 pieces of Exodia. You need to have all these. Only 1 copy of each though, so it says tournament legal. Then okay, we have a morphing jar number 2. Morphing jar will help you draw. So basically, you put this down face down, gets flipped over. You draw the number of monsters you have on the field, that amount, and then eventually there's any level 4 lower monsters. You put them on the field. Any monsters that are higher than that or spells and traps get sent directly to the graveyard. Great to have to get some Exodia in your hand. We have 1 Spirit of the Breeze to boost up your life points. Stays in attack mode. For every sacrifice this card is in attack mode, you get 1,000. You have Penguin Soldier. Penguin Soldier just to pop cards off the field, in case you have a powerful monster. Dancing Fairies is also like a Spirit of the Breeze. This is to let you gain life points. Every time I face this card is in defense mode. If it's in defense mode, you gain 1,000. You got Spirit Reaper. Spirit Reaper can be destroyed by battle, so great for stalling. Sangan. Sangan is a searcher. Searcher, so you can get like the head of Exodia or or a piece of Exodia out of your deck. Alright, there's some. You have a Marshmallow in here. Marshmallow's for stalling, of course. You have it face down, gets flipped face up. Your opponent loses 1,000. Also cannot be destroyed by battle. You have a Dark Moon level 3. This is a jar. You get sent from the field to the graveyard by battle. You gain 1 card. But if it's special summoned by the effect of Dark Moon level 1, you get 2 cards. You have Snipe Hunter. Snipe Hunter is good. This card basically, you throw out a card out of your hand, destroy it, and roll the die. Land between a 2 to 5. You destroy the monster. Roll the card. Yeah, Winkribo. Winkribo will help you out a lot. This is like in case he has like a JD or like if he has like a really strong monster on the field. This monster just needs to be destroyed sent from the field to the graveyard, and then the rest of the turn you don't lose any battle damage. You have 2 Emissaries of the Afterlife. These are for searching. You search to get a piece of Exodia. Effect is basically when it gets sent from the field to the graveyard, you gain 1 level 3 or lower normal monster. Of course, that could only be used for any of the right arm, any legs or arms of Exodia, not the head. Mind Protector, great defense, 22. This also cannot, when it's faced up on the field, opponent cannot attack with monsters that have 2,000 attack points or less, unless they're psychic types. You have Cyber Valleys. You have 1 Cyber Valley. You should have 2 in this deck, but I don't have another one right now. But basically, a Cyber Valley will go great. You can negate attacks with the card and draw 1 card. Tribute this card and remove from this card and 1 other card from play on the field. You get to draw 2 cards. You remove from play that card and 1 card from your hand. You gain 1 card from your graveyard to your deck, I think, or your hand. Destiny Hill Defender. This would be great for defense. 27. That's a good defense right there. Kuribo, in case you don't have any monsters on the field, or you have a Spirit of the Breeze, which has 0 attack points. When they gets attacked, if it's life points you don't think you can afford, you can lose. Throw this card out from your hand, negate the lose 0 battle damage for that attack. Arcana 0, the Fool. This is a great card. It's a stalling card. It can't be destroyed by battles, and it cannot be switched to defense mode. Grave Protectors. Grave Protector is a good card. This card will always save you. Actually, it has a pretty high defense. It doesn't allow any monsters to get sent from the sensitive graveyard when it's face up. Dark Knight level 1. Of course, this is just flip. You draw 1 card. Exodia Necros. This is a card basically in case all your pieces of Exodia get sent to the graveyard for some apparent reason. It's a good card to have. Just play Contra Exodia, have this in your hand. Bam, get basically an invincible card. You have Exodios, the ultimate Forbidden Lord. This is a great way in case, like, let's say your pieces of Exodia are really low in your deck. You have this card. It's really simple to summon. Just throw back all the monsters from your gear back into your deck. summon this, play a Mist Body, and play a, what do you call this, Spirit Barrier. You don't lose any battle damage to attack, throw one card from your deck to the graveyard, and basically you're just going to do that for a piece of Exodia, because as soon as you get off a piece of Exodia because of that guy's effect, you win the duel. So that goes for the monsters. Let's see. Go to the spell cards. Alright, spell cards is easy. You got Gravekeeper Servant. Gravekeeper Servant basically just start your opponent from attacking. Hand Destruction, throw 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard, and then discard 2 cards from your hand, then draw 2 cards. Allure Darkness, draw 2 cards, then throw away 1 dark monster. Remove play 1 dark monster. Good for drawing. Contract Exodia, summon Exodia Necros. You have Heavy Storm. Heavy Storm is just to pop field, like pop the spell's traps. Beginning of the End. This is a good card. You have 7 or more dark monsters in your gear. Remove from play 5 of them, and then you get 2 cards from your deck. Draw 2 cards. Magical Mallet. This is a good card to have. This card will let you throw any number of cards back into your deck, then shuffle, then draw again. This you have Stray Lambs. Just to get tokens on the field, so you don't get attacked directly. Card Trader, in case you have cards that you don't need right now at that moment. Like let's say you have a Contract Exodia, but Necros is all the way at the bottom. Then you can just throw that card back in there, draw and redraw. Swords, so you don't get attacked. Good for stalling. Cup of Ace. Listen, Cup of Ace, that will help you out. Like when you need to draw. It's kind of hard though. It's a luck card. You flip a coin, you get heads. You drop the cards, tails. Your opponent draws. 2 Mist Bodies. These Mist Bodies usually be like for a Spirit of the Breeze or something, or like a Dancing Fairy, or what do you call it? Exodia, so alternate Spirit Notes does not get destroyed by battle. Alright, let's see for the trap cards. You have a Torrential Tribute, good card to have. Like let's say you have a Sangan and 1 Emissary of Darkness on the field. Summon Emissary of Darkness. If you already have that on the field, flip it, activate it, destroy all monsters. As soon as those 3 monsters are destroyed, you automatically get 3 pieces of Exodia from your deck to your hand. Also to pop the field. Gravity Bind, good card to have. Stalls all your opponents pretty easily. Legacy of Yadagrasu. This card basically you draw 1 card. It's a drawer. Metal Reflex Line. This card would be like it's a 3000 attack, a 3000 defense token. It can only be in defense mode, but it has 0 attacks, and the opponent putting it in attack mode. It's a good staller because it has really high defense. Waboku. This card you probably know what it does. This card basically just makes all damage you dealt to you to 0 for that turn. Spirit Barrier, good card to have for like Arcana, which can't be destroyed by battle, but has to be in attack mode. That card will be easily you don't lose life points basically as long as you have a monster on the field. Defense Draw. This card is good in case like let's say you have like Arcana Force, the full you activate that, you don't lose battle damage for that battle. Then you draw a card. Then you have 3 Jar of Greeds. These basically are just jars, so you can draw cards. And you have a Threatening Roar. Threatening Roar, so you can stall at your opponent for at least 1 turn. For those really hard times. Well, basically that's it. That's my Exodia deck. Rate it, comment it. If you have any better cards you would want to put in this, then please write it down in the comment box below. Again, it's Phantom 310987. Check me out. I have also Screamo videos up, so you can look at that. Alright, well, that's it. Peace.